So good boy, I want you to feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie, share that beat of love. I wanna ride you all night, boogie in the rhythm, I wanna ride you all night, boogie in the rhythm, I wanna ride you boogie in the rhythm, I wanna. Do you remember that one night when we fell in love? Well, we had felt so right 'cause we.
All right, story time. Well, this happened, I would say, um, in the early 90s, um, between early 90s and mid 90s. One year, Hammer came to concert at Reunion Arena. Anybody from Dallas know Reunion Arena used to be where the Dallas Mavericks played basketball, but they tore that down a couple years ago and built the American Airlines Center where they play at now. But anyway, it was MC Hammer, Boyz II Men, Jodeci. I'm not sure if my mom or a aunt bought tickets to that concert, but we was on side stage, level one balcony, uh, first row, seat one and two. We had good seats. Well, we could see like the side stage to our right. So, Josie came out first. They sung all they hit songs, the songs they had at that time. Then Boys to Men came out. My husband in my head, Sean Patrick Stockman. My husband in my head. They came out, they sung their song. I'm up here singing because I know every word to every song they singing on stage. After then, they had, like I would say, a little intermission. And then Hammer came out. He was he was a main performer. So, he came out with no little Hammer pants, some big baggy pants. He had about 30, I would say 30 dancers on that stage. It was like a big stage. Um, so, they started, playing his music. I'm dancing because I like, hey, I think I was like uh 17, 18 when we went to that concert. I was young. So, I was dancing. I'm in my own world. Like, hey, man, my sister. I happened to look up and it was like two male dancers. They was looking our way and they was pointing and I'm looking behind me because I'm thinking they talked to somebody else, not me. And they were pointing at me. And I was like, oh, okay, wow. And they started dancing. So I started back dancing. So they were down on stage dancing, doing their own thing. I'm up in the stands dancing, enjoying myself. So one of them had a towel, towel like to wipe their head off and stuff with. So I'm hollering, hey, throw me that towel. And so when he threw it, it came, but it went down. So I looked over like the little banister, and I was telling the people that was like on the first floor, cause like I said, we was on the first balcony, and they was on the floor. And so I was like, hey, can you throw that towel up here right quick? And so one security guard, he grabbed a towel, he threw it up. Somebody behind me reached over me and grabbed a towel before I even had a chance to get it, because I had to grab a rail to keep from going over. So at this point, my sister kind of looked at me and she was shaking her head because she knew what was about to happen. I was about to pop off, fly off, swing off, and everything else. So I turned around. I said, "You know, you almost knocked me over this rail, right?" And the girl like, I'm sorry. I said, you want that towel, all you had to do was ask for it, but you ain't got to push me to get it. Because I don't care about this concert. I will tear this arena up. So I turned on back around. And so I asked, I know this shoulder, so I left it alone. They continue on with the show. So after the show was over, we had to go outside. We went in and had used payphone. Back then they had payphones, wasn't cell phones, payphones to call our ride. So we like at the back entrance of the arena. People like when the stars come get through, they come out. They came out that way. So we was standing back there because it's like during the summertime, about like 95 degrees, about 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. It was still hot as hell out there in the Texas heat. I seen Eddie Murphy brother, Charlie Murphy, and a female, coming up the ramp. And I'm looking at my sister. I'm like, it's like 95 degrees out here. Why do this heifer got on a long flow length mink coat? I know she hot and we over there cracking up. Cause at this point I'm going in. This had like long blonde wig that came down to I would say the middle of her knees. And I'm looking at my sister and I'm over here cracking up. She ought to laugh and I'm like, Lord, where you find her? At the book. Cause how you gonna come in Texas and it's 95 degrees at night and it's dark and it's still hot? What are we doing? I said, I guess you must think she's still in LA. I heard like at night, like around the beach area, it gets kind of cool. I'm like, baby, this Texas, this is a different kind of level of heat here. And so we laughing. I looked up, I saw Shy, no, Troop, the group Troop. And they was like walking towards us. And I was like, hey, what's going on? And I saw no getting anybody dap. And they were like, what's going on? I say, nothing much. Love y'all album. We don't have this album coming out. No, we just sitting here talking. All of a sudden, these girls come running up. I don't know where they came from. And I'm like, yeah, you hollering in my ear. Don't do that. I promise you don't do that. And so the girls kind of stood out to the side. And I'm saying, I'm going to let you talk to your fans because they hollering. Why, I don't know. But hey, it is what it is. So they all gave me a hug and told me, nice talking to you. Y'all have a good one now. It's like, yeah, y'all too. And so it was like the dart buses that was parked back there. And I happened to look and I saw the boy, that was talking to me, one of his dancers that threw me the towel. So I walked over there towards the bus and I was like, hey, how you doing? City bus. Why they on the city bus, I have no idea. But he was like, we seen you up there dancing. You up there gigging with you. And I started laughing. I said, man, yeah, so, I like certain songs. I get in my own head, my own world. I'm a dance. Get that. And so he was laughing and we was talking. So this girl, she walked back to where he was and kind of pushed him back and came to the window. So I looked at my sister. She looked at me, and she was shaking her head because she already knew what's gonna happen. Like, yeah, okay. You tell me no. Yeah, okay. I'm a Virgo. She's a Sagittarius, but she telling me mm. And so I looked back at the girl. I'm like, what's up? What's happening? Well, this is my boyfriend, and I don't appreciate you walking over here talking to him. Uh, excuse me. First off, watch your tone. Who you talking to? Second of all, we was talking because him and his friend, they were talking about me when I was over there dancing. And we just talking. I'm not out here flirting. I ain't trying to flirt. I ain't trying to holler at them. So you doing all that actually for nothing. I was talking to him. So you can back up out the way and tell him to come on back over to this window so I can finish conversating. That'll be great. Be what you gonna do. So at this point, light bulb clicked on, everything clicked on. Get out this bus. No, I can't say the cuss words on her, but I was cussing, and yes, I was. I told her, get out that bus. You confused. This ain't California. Welcome to Texas. And I'm about to show you how welcome I can be. Come out this bus. So she was trying to get out the bus. They pushing her, pulling her back. And I said, don't worry about it. I'll come on the bus. So I walked to the bus door and I took one step up. And I didn't know security was out there. And I just felt somebody pick me up and, take me, spun me around. So I look back like, who the hell is grabbing me? Like, I say, man, you don't sit me down. I'm about to fight you. Let me go. What are you doing? Ma'am, you can't go on that bus. I said, well, tell her to come off of it. Y'all let her go. Let her go. Let her come on off this bus. You doing too much talking. I'm done talking. Get off. They won't let me get to you, so I'm going to need you to get to me. So she started pushing people. More people, like, blocking her. So at this point, I don't got my attitude went past mad. So I walked up to the bus and pulled myself up to come climb through the bus window. They grabbed me, told me I couldn't do that. So at this point, old boy had went to another window, and he was like, I want to apologize about that. My girl, and she kind of jealous, and I had to explain to her that you wasn't flirting with me. We were just talking. And, I want you to know, I apologize again for that. I said, no, you ain't got to apologize to me what the next B say. Is she about that light, she'll come off that bus. It's a back door. Open it. And so the girl came over there and she was like, I want to apologize. I look, what's your number? Since I'm getting accused of doing something I'm not doing, write your number down. I'm gonna give you a call. How about that? And he wrote his number down and gave it to me. And I looked at her. When y'all going back, when you get back to the house, you're gonna have a voicemail. I'm gonna give you a call later on. And I looked at her and like, and what are you going to do now? I got his number. Now I'm flirting. I wasn't at first, so what's up? And so she was at that point, she was trying her hardest to come off that bus then, but they wouldn't let her come out of it. And the police had came over there talking about that we had to leave from back there in that area where we was. So I think at that point, by the time we started like walking around, my aunt had pulled up, and we got in the car and left. And I never called. I threw his number out the window. Me and my sister was cracking up, talking about, girl, you is stupid. How you gonna fight a girl on the bus? I said, well, that girl shouldn't have said nothing to me. She'd have been all right. If she'd have came off that bus, we'd have been fighting. And I already know my sister was gonna jump. If I fight, she fighting. Then it was like 3 more girls that was by me was gonna jump in the fight. And I'm like, I didn't ask for the background dancers or cheerleaders, none of that. I got this, but thanks for y'all want to jump in, but I'm okay about it. And yeah, that what happened. I almost got into a fight with one of MC Hammer dancers in Dallas, Texas. No, I'm not gonna say allegedly. because it actually happened. That is a true story. That really did happen. So thinking about doing another, like a story time, probably like once or twice a week. Um, we can talk about when I met Pimp C and Bun B at a hotel. No, it wasn't that kind of meeting. Um, or when I met Boys to Men and Next at Kimball High School in Dallas, Texas. And I think I went, oh, when I met the group Silk at the Fair Park. So out of one of them three stories, either when I met Boys to Men, when I met Silk, or when I met Pimp C and Bun B. Out of those three, which one y'all think I ought to talk about next? Well, thanks, for listening. Subscribe, like, share. But like I said, this is not allegedly. This actually happened to me when I got into it with one of the MC Hammer dancers in the 90s. Yeah, I was that person. All right, again, thank y'all for watching, and y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day.
Let's take this overboard now. I want you to feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie, share that beat of love. I wanna ride.